Good afternoon. So I know it's been quite some time. I'm not sure that the lighting is that great here. So in the past, let's see, month, we have moved. I had surgery 5 weeks ago, or five and a half, so I should be pretty good to do mostly everything, but not very intense abs. I have published a book, as I had said in my 5 minute kind of overview in my last video. Um, yeah, and it's November. Oh, and I had a birthday. So I want to get back in the flow of things. I have been running really, really fast, not like actually literally running, but like having a lot of stuff to do. I haven't been able to kind of pause and take a deep breath and really exhale all the stress and kind of the fast pace that my family and I have been up to. Um, to the point actually yesterday that I literally hit a tree. In fairness, there were a couple of ticks in my hair. It was in my driveway, but it wasn't a brick wall, but it was a tree. So there's definitely something in me that realizes I have to slow down and take some more time to just breathe with my body, flow, and I've missed doing a lot of yoga since all my surgeries. Um, I do hope that you read my new memoir, A World Turned Upside Down, a memoir of healing. You can also look at my new website, amysosny.com, that will also have links to YouTube videos. But I have talked way too much, as always. So let's get started in a child's pose today. And at any time, please take a pause or a breath if something doesn't feel good for you. And please just don't do it. There will be dogs in the background, no children today, they're at school. Safi's eating my sock, which just happens all the time. So taking a breath here on an inhale, walking your hands over to the right side. Exhale, feeling the nice air and breath in the opening in the left side of your body. On an inhale, bring your arms forward again. And exhale, bring them over to the left side. And inhale, bringing your arms forward. And on an exhale, let's just come into a tabletop position. Coming to some cat and cows. Inhale as you look up. And exhale, rounding the spine. Inhale, looking up. And exhale, stop. And exhale, rounding. And then coming into a neutral spine. On an inhale, taking our left arm forward and our right leg back. Inhaling here. And exhale, elbow to knee. Stop simply. Inhale back out. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale back out. And exhale, left arm to the side and the right leg to the side. And bringing the arm forward and leg back, taking the left arm behind, grabbing hold of the right foot, and getting a nice stretch in that quadricep muscle. The name will come to me. And inhale back out. And exhale, coming back to a tabletop. Taking to the other side, inhale the right arm out, exhale the left leg out. Inhaling here, exhale elbow to knee. Inhaling back out, exhale elbow to knee. Inhaling back out, exhale the right arm to the side, left leg to the side, holding here. And then bringing the right arm forward, left leg back. Inhale here, exhale right arm behind you, grabbing hold of the left foot and getting a nice stretch in that left quadricep muscle. Inhaling here. And exhale, slowly releasing and bringing your palm down to the mat and your knee down. On an inhale, looking up, exhale, tucking those toes under, pedaling your legs out and coming to your first downward facing dog.
On an inhale, the right leg comes up. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip. Make some hip circles in one direction. And then reverse in the direction. On an inhale, the right leg comes back. And exhale, bringing your knee to your nose. Inhale, back up. And exhale, knee to your left tricep. Inhale, back up. Exhale, right knee to your right tricep. And inhale, back up. And exhale, bringing the right foot between your hands. Your left knee can come down and slowly inhale into your low crescent lunge. And exhale, breathing out all of your frustration and stress, being present on this mat. Inhale here. Exhale, your palms can come down. You'll slowly lean back, getting a nice hamstring stretch. And bringing your right toes, pointing them towards your body. Bend in the right knee, tucking left toes under, coming back to a three-legged down dog. And then slowly releasing the right leg to meet the left. On inhale, left leg comes up. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip. And make some hip circles in one direction. And then reverse the direction. On an inhale, the left leg comes straight back behind you. Exhale, bring your knee to your nose. Inhale, back up. Exhale, knee to left tricep. Inhale, back up. Exhale, knee to the right tricep. And then inhale, back up. Exhale, left foot between your hands. Your right knee comes down as you inhale to your low crescent lunge. And exhale, sinking into that right hip flexor. Inhale. And exhale, release your palms. Maybe straighten that left leg. Keeping your toes plantar flexed. I always forget if it's plantar or dorsey. I believe it's plantar flexed towards you. Inhale. And exhale, bend that left knee. Tuck the right toe under and slowly come back to your three-legged down dog. And releasing the left foot to meet the right. Inhale, coming forward into a plank pose. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. So just playing with the motion. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, bend your knees. Exhale, walking your feet to your hands. Inhale, look up. And exhale, folding forward. Coming into sun salutations. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, look up. Exhale, you can plant the palms. You can either walk or you can jump back and meet in chaturanga. Inhaling here into upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Breathing in through your nose. And sighing out through your mouth. Inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, walking or hopping, feet to hands. Inhale, look up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, those arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, look up. Exhale, you do you. Inhale, upward dog or baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhaling through the nose. And deep sigh out through the mouth. Inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, walking or hopping, feet to hands. Inhale, look up. And exhale, folding forward. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, hands by your side, Tadasana. Inhale, sitting into a chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, palms come down. Inhale, look up. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, the right leg up. Exhale, right foot between the hands, left heel down. So you come into warrior one. Palms come down. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, forward into a plank. Inhale here. Exhale, chaturanga or chin stand. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right away, the left leg comes up. Left foot between your hands, warrior one. Palms come down. Left leg comes up. Inhale to plank. Exhale, you do you. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathing in through your nose. And sighing out through your mouth. On an inhale, bending the knees. Exhale, walking or hopping your feet to your hands. Inhale, look up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale into your chair pose. And exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, we'll come back into our chair pose. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, look up. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, right foot between the hand. And coming into your warrior one. Inhale here. Exhale, open to a warrior two. Inhale as reverse. And exhale, coming into extended side angle pose. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Exhale, straightening the right leg. Coming into a triangle pose, gazing at the left fingertips. Left hand to your left hip, slowly looking forward. Right hand comes 6 inches or so out in front. Coming into Ardha Chandrasana or half moon. Inhale here. Exhale, maybe your left hand comes down to the ground. You're in standing split. Inhale, your right hand to your right hip. Exhale, twisting, opening, and reverse half moon. Inhale. Exhale, that left foot comes down. You're gonna come onto your left outer foot as you bring your right leg on top of your left for Stasana or side plank. Inhale here. And exhale, your right palm comes down. You're in plank pose. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, the left leg up. Exhale, left foot between the hands. Warrior one. Inhale, exhale, open, warrior two. Inhale's reverse. And exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse. And exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Exhale, straightening left leg. Coming into your triangle pose. Gazing at your right fingertips. Inhaling here. Exhale, bending that left knee, right hand to your right hip. Left hand comes out in front, coming into half moon pose or Ardha Chandrasana. And the right hand comes down, you'll come into your standing split. And you'll inhale, bring your left hand to your left hip. Exhale, twisting and opening to the left. Inhale here. Exhale, the right leg comes down. And you're in your low twisted lunge. Coming to the outside of your right foot. You'll come into Stasana or side plank. Inhaling here. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale, left palm down. You're in your plank pose. Inhaling in plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Breathing in through your nose. And sighing out through your mouth. On an inhale, bend your knees. Exhale, walking or hopping, feet to hands. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale into Utkatasana. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, to plant your palms. This time, you want to come into a crow pose, lifting one leg up, and then the other. We can come into a crow pose. We'll inhale here, and exhale. Taking a couple more breaths. Maybe from here, you shoot your legs back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, the right leg up. Exhale, right foot between the hand. You'll come into your high lunge. Inhaling here. Exhale, hands to your heart center, taking a twist over to the right. Inhale here. Exhale, opening up those arms. Maybe coming into a bind. Gazing over your right shoulder. Inhale. Exhale, opening into a warrior two. Inhale, reverse. And exhale, extended side angle. We'll come into a bind. Reversing the direction of our bind this time. Inhaling here. Exhale, straightening the right leg, coming into a bound triangle if it's in your practice. Inhale, bend the right knee. And exhale, straighten. On an inhale, bending the right knee, gazing at that right foot, walking the left foot in to meet the right.
putting the weight in your left leg as you slowly coming up. And we're going to try to come into a bird of paradise. So you can either stay here with your right knee bent, or you can try to straighten it. I can't do it all the way. You do you. Your gaze would be over your left shoulder. Slowly, wherever you are, taking one more breath, and then slowly bring your right leg down. Bring your weight into your right leg. You're going to slowly bring your left leg up. And slowly coming back into extended side angle, opening up those arms. Inhale as reverse the warrior. And exhale, cartwheeling the hands down. The right leg comes up to a three-legged down dog. Inhale forward into a three-legged plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Breathing in through your nose. And sighing out through your mouth. Inhale the left leg up. And exhale, left foot between your hands, coming into your high lunge. Inhale here. Exhale, hands to the heart center. You'll come to twist to your left. Inhaling here. Exhale, maybe opening up the arms. Maybe taking a bind. Gazing over that left shoulder. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale, slowly coming up. Warrior two. Inhales, reverse. And exhale, we'll come into extended side angle pose. Taking a bind here. Inhaling here. Exhale, straightening that left leg. Gazing on the right shoulder. Inhale, bending the left knee. And exhale, straightening. You can always do this in triangle pose. Next inhale, you'll bend the left knee. You'll walk your right foot in to meet the left, bringing the weight into, something on the floor, into the left leg, into the right leg. So you slowly come up and either stay here or you can try to straighten that leg. Your final gaze will be over your right shoulder. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale, exhale. Slowly with your next exhalation, the left leg comes down, putting your weight in the left leg as you slowly bring the right leg up. And then coming back to bound extended side angle, opening up those arms. As you inhale, reverse the warrior. Exhale, cartwheeling the hands down. The left leg comes up to a three-legged down dog. Inhale, forward three-legged plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Breathing in through your nose. And sighing out through your mouth. On an inhale, bend in those knees. And exhale, walking or hopping, feet to hands. Inhale, halfway up. And exhale, folding forward. Inhale those arms all the way up overhead. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, look up. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up. Exhale the right knee to the right elbow. Inhale, back up. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. Inhale, back up. Exhale, right knee to nose. And inhale, back up. Exhale, right knee to your right elbow. Maybe coming into your arm balance, Ekapada Kundinyasana. From here, if you want to put your chin down, coming into a chin stand. Coming back to Ekapada Kundinyasana. And then back to Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Breathing in through your nose. And now through your mouth. On an inhale, bringing that right leg up. Exhale, right foot between your hands. Coming into your high lunge. Inhale as your left arm comes underneath your right. Exhale, shifting forward. Coming to a warrior three with eagle arms.
Inhale, coming into a standing position. Exhale. You can come into a double bind or one bind for your Garindasana eagle pose. Inhale. Exhale, maybe folding forward. You reach those arms away from your chest. You can get a nice stretch in your deltoid muscle and your trapezius. Inhale. Exhale, the left leg comes back. Palms come down for standing split. Inhale your left hand to your left hip. Exhale, twisting and opening to Ardha Chandrasana. Maybe this time bending left knee, coming into a bind. And maybe your right hand comes to your heart center. Inhale and exhale. Slowly you'll open back up, coming back to a standing split. And you'll inhale your right hand to your right hip. Exhale, twisting and opening to the right. Then the left leg comes down. You're in your low twisted lunge. Inhale here. Exhale. This time we'll come into Vashisthasana. Option to take your peace fingers around your right big toes and extend your right leg up. You can always just stack your legs. Inhale here. Exhale, if you have that big toe, you'll release the big toe. Right leg on top of left. And then bring both palms down. You're in your plank pose. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Coming forward again. Inhale to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, plank. And exhale, downward facing dog. On an inhale, you'll take your left leg up. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Inhale, back up. Exhale, left knee to the right elbow. Inhale, back up. Exhale, left knee to your nose. And inhale, back up. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Maybe coming into your arm balance, Ekapada Kundalini. Chin stand. And then maybe back to your arm balance. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Breathing in through your nose. And sighing out through your mouth. Inhale the left leg up. Exhale, left foot between your hands. Coming into your high lunge. Inhales, the right arm comes underneath the left. And exhale, you'll shift forward. And you're going to come into your warrior three with eagle arms. Feeling grounded on your mat. Inhale, you'll slowly come up. The right leg comes over the left. Exhaling, bringing yourself down and forward. Inhaling here. And exhale. On an inhale, that right leg comes back, opening the arms and coming to a standing split. Inhale, right hand to right hip. Exhale, twisting and opening to the right. Bending the right knee. Inhale here. Exhale, maybe taking that left hand to your heart center. Inhaling. Exhale, opening back up. The right palm comes down. Inhale, that left hand comes to the left hip. And exhale, twisting and opening to the left. Inhale. Exhale, that right foot comes down. Coming to the outer edge of your right leg. Maybe taking your left peace fingers around your left big toe. And coming to the outside. And bringing that left leg up. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale, you release the left foot on top of the right. Come into your side plank. Left palm comes down, you're in your plank pose. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Do that one more time. Inhale into a plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, plank. And exhale, downward facing dog. Breathing in through your nose. And sighing out through your mouth. On an inhale, we'll bend your knees. Exhale, walking or hopping your feet to the outside of your hands, coming into Balasana or squat pose. And you're going to bring your your elbows into the inner parts of your knees so you get a nice um, adductor stretch or groin stretch. Inhale, the right arm comes down, the left arm comes up on an exhale here. Inhale, left arm down, exhale, the right arm up. Inhale, hands both back to heart center. Exhale, we'll come into a crow pose. And this time from our crow pose, maybe you bring the crown of your head down to the mat and slowly come into your tripod. Inhale and exhale. So I have my eyes closed in tripod. I find this to be a very meditative posture, but if you're new to this, it's not going to be meditative, but you'll get the hang of it. And to be honest, I haven't been able to do one in so long that it's not as easy as it was. Now maybe bring your knees back to your tricep and slowly bring yourself back up into a crow. And then come back into squat pose. On an inhale, we'll straighten our legs. Exhale, walking our feet to the front of the mat and bringing the toes to touch. Inhale, the arms up overhead. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, look up. And exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg. Exhale, right foot between the hands, coming into your high lunge. Inhaling here. And exhale, opening to your warrior two. Inhales, reverse. Exhale, straightening the leg, coming into a triangle pose. Inhale, reverse the triangle. And exhale, coming back into your triangle pose. Inhaling here. Exhale, walking your feet so they're parallel to the side wall or wherever you are. Coming into your wide-legged forward fold. On an inhale, you're going to walk your hands over to the left foot. Exhale, over your left knee, feeling a deep stretch. Your hamstring and groin. And IT band. Inhale here. Exhale, walking them over to the right side. Inhale. And exhale. Bring your palms directly underneath your shoulders. You'll inhale, look up. And exhale, you have an option for another inversion of your choice. So you can come into another tripod. You can come into a traditional headstand. Or you can come into opposite elbows. So I have my forearms down on the ground, touching opposite elbows. The crown of my head comes in front of those forearms. And I slowly will come up. And I won't do the ab work here, but if you want extra, you can always bend your knees and curl them into your chest and then extend them back up for further ab work. And then maybe bring your legs wide apart again. And getting some nice ankle rolls, maybe hear some snap, crackle, pops. Getting all of that air out, that's what it is, in your ankle joints. And slowly, with control, legs come down, palms directly underneath your shoulders. Inhale your hands to your waist. Exhale, slowly coming up. You'll put your your heels in, your toes out. Inhale into a star and exhale into a goddess pose. Inhaling, opening up the chest, and exhale, rounding the spine. Inhale as we open, and exhale, round. We're going to bring the arms by our sides. Play around with balancing on our toes. You might bring one heel up. You might bring the other heel up. If you have both heels up, just playing around with the balance. Inhale and exhale. Slowly bring those heels down. Whew. And straightening those legs back into your star. And then we'll come back into a warrior two, facing the front of the mat. As you inhale, reverse. And exhale, you'll cartwheel those hands down. Inhale the right leg up. Exhale, bend and open the hips. Flip the dog, coming into your rock star flip dog. Inhale. Exhale, right palm down in your three-legged down dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Breathing in through your nose and sighing out through your mouth. On an inhale, that left leg comes up. And exhale, left foot between your hands. You'll come into your high lunge here, inhaling here. And exhale, opening to your warrior two. Inhale, reverse. And exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Exhale, straightening that left leg and coming into a triangle pose. Inhale as you reverse the triangle. And exhale, coming back into a triangle pose. Inhale, bending your knee. Exhale, back to a warrior two, and reversing your warrior. And then bring your hands down. Coming to parallel your feet to your side wall. If I forgot any other poses that were in our flow on the other side, I'll try to remember them and get them in, but my mind just might not be working that way. Inhale, look up. And exhale, folding forward. Maybe taking a rag doll. Grabbing opposite elbow, swaying from side to side. Feeling a release in your upper spine, your thoracic spine. And then releasing your palms. On an inhale, look up. And exhale, coming down, the right palm underneath your chest as you bring the left arm up and open. Inhale. Exhale, left palm down. Inhale, right arm up. Then exhale, right arm down. Inhale, look up. And exhale, folding forward again. And this time you have another option for an inversion of your choice, or just staying in your forward fold, your wide-legged forward fold. I'm going to take my palms directly behind me, so straight arms. My fingers are facing away from me. My head comes down, and slowly I come up. And slowly, wherever you are, coming back down. Palms directly underneath your shoulders. Inhale your hands to your heart center. Exhale, bend the right knee, the left toes come up. Skandasana, targeting the inside of our left inner thigh. Inhale, back up. Exhale, bend the left knee, the right toes come back up. Inhale up. We're just taking a nice flow here. Exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale your hands to your waist. Exhale, slowly coming up. Left toes turn out, bending the knee. And coming into a warrior two. Inhale, reverse. And exhale, cartwheeling the hands down. Left leg comes to a three-legged down dog as you bend your knee, open your hip, and flip the dog or rock star. Inhale. And exhale. And then slowly the left palm comes back down. You're in your three-legged down dog. As you inhale, coming forward into a plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Again, inhaling through the nose and sighing out through your mouth. Now we're just going to play around with this. I don't even know if I can do this anymore. We're going to play around with jumping into a crow pose. So you're going to keep your feet light, just feeling them light, maybe lifting up, doing some hops here. And you're going to bend your elbows, inhaling here, and exhale, jumping into a crow. So we'll try it again. Inhale and exhale. Almost. Trying again. Inhale and exhale. Close. So just playing around with that. It's something fun to play with. Maybe trying a couple more times. Ah, there we go, finally. And we're gonna be in squat pose. Inhaling here. And exhale, you're gonna come into your boat pose. I'm gonna come into an adjusted boat pose, so to not engage my core too much. But you could straighten your legs. And inhaling here. Exhale, you come to a half boat, which is just coming in here, but I'm not gonna do that. Inhale and exhale. You're gonna hug your knees into your chest. You're still balancing on those sit bones. Inhale, slowly rocking forward and back. And rocking all the way up into your forward fold. Inhale, look up. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, those arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Inhale, hug your right knee into your chest. And exhale, right peace fingers around the right big toe. And maybe extending your leg out to the side, gazing over your left shoulder. Inhale. And exhale. Bringing that right foot forward, both arms up overhead, dorsiflexing that foot. Inhaling here. Exhale, bending that right knee. And slowly coming back to warrior three. So we're practicing our balancing and grounding postures right now. So we're inhaling warrior three and exhale, slowly bring that right knee back up. Inhale, straighten the leg, dorsiflexing. Exhale, bend the knee and back to a warrior three. Inhale, slowly bring that leg back up. Exhale, extend and dorsiflex. Inhale, bend. And here we'll come into a tree pose. So bring that right foot into the inner left thigh. Inhale, the arms up overhead. And exhale, maybe the gaze follows. I know it's a lot of stability and grounding on that left side. Just breathing some nice TLC into that left side. Hands to the heart center and releasing the right foot to meet the left. You can shake it out. And now we'll inhale and hug our left knee into the chest. And exhale, left peace fingers around the left big toe, extending the leg out to the side, gazing over the right shoulder. Inhaling here and exhaling. And then inhale, bring that foot straight out in front. Exhale, both arms up overhead, dorsiflexing the foot. Inhaling here. Exhale, hands to heart center. Come into your warrior three. Inhale, feeling yourself grounded. And exhale, bring your knee into your chest. Inhaling here. Exhale, extending and dorsiflexing that leg. Inhale, hands to heart center, bend in the knee. And exhale, warrior three. Inhale, coming back up. Exhale, dorsiflexing and straightening that leg. Inhale, hands to heart center. Exhale into your warrior three. And then inhale, bringing your knee in. And exhale, taking your left foot into the inner right thigh, hands to your heart center. Coming into your tree pose, inhaling. And exhale, arms up overhead, gaze will follow. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, bring that knee into the chest. And exhale, releasing the left foot to meet the right and shaking it out. So inhale, bring the arms up overhead. And exhale, you're going to twist. The left arm comes to the front and the right arm to the back. You're going to bend your right knee and grab your right foot with your right hand. Kick your right foot into your hand as we come into a dancer pose moving forward. Maybe gazing over those fingertips or gazing at something in front of you. If you fall out of it, I've done it many times, just come right back into it. Inhale and exhale. And slowly we'll come up. Release the right foot to meet the left and take it to the other side. Bring your right arm forward, your left arm back. Inhale as you bring your knee up. Exhale, left hand to the top of the left foot. And slowly shifting forward and coming into a dancer pose. Inhale and exhale, noticing if there's any difference on either side. Embracing differences and the non-compatibility between our sides, they do complement each other. So strength in one side and weakness in the other all even out. Slowly coming up and shaking those legs out. As you inhale, you'll bring your arms up overhead and exhale, forward fold. Inhale as you look up. On an exhale, we're going to come back to our chaturanga and inhale into upward facing dog and exhale into downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up, exhale, bend the knee, open the hip. Bring your right knee to your right wrist, paralleling to the top of your mat or as much as you can. We're going to set up for pigeon pose. So inhale, taking a back bend, and exhale, folding over that right leg. Should feel a stretch in the outside of your right hip. Maybe on an inhale, bring the left arm up. Exhale, threading your left arm underneath your right. Bring your right arm back behind you and maybe grabbing your big toe. Deepening the stretch here. And also getting a stretch in your shoulder, the left shoulder. Slowly coming out of the pose, your right palm comes down. Inhale your left arm up. Exhale, releasing. If you want to try to come into a king pigeon, you can bend your leg, taking your left arm behind you, and bringing your left foot into the left elbow crease. Inhale, arm up overhead, and exhale, coming into a king pigeon. So your fingertips bind. Otherwise, you can just come into just a nice quad stretch. And slowly coming out, tucking the left toes under as you inhale the right leg up. Exhale, bend and you open the hip circles in one direction. And then reversing the direction. Inhale the right leg up. And exhale, right foot comes down to meet the left. We'll take a neutralizing flow. Inhale forward into a plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip. And bringing your left knee to your left wrist. As you inhale, taking a slight back bend here, opening up the chest. And exhale, folding over that left side. My left side is definitely a lot tighter, so I noticed a lot of differences today between the left and the right. So I'm just breathing extra love into that left side. If you did so on the other side, we'll come into threading the needle. So we'll inhale the right arm up and exhale, threading the right arm underneath the left. And maybe taking the left arm back around to grab hold of the left big toe. This pose should not be so uncomfortable that you can't wait to get out of it. It actually should be quite grounding and you should be able to hold this for a while. So if it feels really painful, try to back away a little bit. You can move your leg so it's less parallel to the top of the mat. Slowly coming around, unthreading, inhale the right arm up, exhale. If you did so on the other side, you'll bend your right leg. You can either come into the quad stretch or bring your right foot into your right elbow crease, taking the left arm up and over as you come into a king pigeon. Inhaling here and exhale. And then slowly releasing those palms, tucking the right toes under. Inhale that left leg up. Exhale, bend, knee open the hip circles in one direction, and then reversing the direction. Inhale, left leg straight out, and exhale, left foot comes to meet the right. On an inhale, we'll come forward into a plank pose, and exhale, chaturanga. Coming all the way down to our bellies. We're going to come into a few back bends, interlacing your hands at the base of your spine. We'll come into a locust pose. Inhale, the chest rises, the arms, and then the legs finally on an exhalation. So just your lower legs. I don't expect your thighs to be all the way up. My kids always ask me this. Inhale, feeling your belly rise and fall with each breath. Slowly coming down and wiggling your hips from side to side. Bring your other cheeks to the other side. And from here, we're going to come to bend our knees and take the tops of our feet. You can always stay with locust pose. Inhaling here. Exhale, slowly our chest comes up and we pull our legs up. And we're in bow pose. Inhaling and exhale. Inhale, rocking over to the left side, feeling a deep stretch in that left shoulder as you exhale here. Inhale, you'll come back to neutral and exhale. And then inhale, rock over to the right and exhale here. And then inhale, you'll come back to neutral. Then exhale, your arms can come in front. You're in swimmer pose just for one breath. And then releasing. Bending your knees, windshield wiping your legs from side to side. Releasing any lower back tension. Bringing your other cheek to the other side. And then we're going to slowly bring our palms into the mat. And we're going to come into a wide-legged child's pose just to counter our back bending. On an inhale, walking your hands over to the right, exhaling here. And inhale, walking our hands over to the left and exhaling here. Noticing any differences from now in this posture since the beginning of the class. You're going to extend your arms out in front. And slowly you're going to tuck your toes under, so I'll show it from the side. You're going to come to sit on your heels. So for those of us who run or really do a lot of walking, we get a lot of tension in our plantar fascia, which is this fascia that comes from the heel and then spreads to all of our metatarsals or all of our toes, basically. So we feel a lot of tension that is stored here. And just closing your eyes, making this slightly meditative, maybe opening up your palms, bringing them to your thighs. Inhale, bring the arms up overhead. Exhale, bringing the hands down to heart center. From here, we'll bring our palms down. We'll come out of this pose and we'll come into a different pose where we're sitting on our heels and inhale the right leg up. So you're now getting a nice stretch. If you have any anterior tibial pain, which is basically shin splints, exhaling here, bringing that right leg down, right knee down. Inhale, left knee up, and exhaling here. Do one more on each side. Inhale, right. Exhale. And then inhale, left. And exhale. And then slowly we're going to come back into our tabletop position. Inhale into a cow. Exhale, rounding our spine into a cat. And then inhale, cow. And exhale, rounding. Then coming into a neutral position, we're going to come into a seated pose. We're going to stack our right shin on top of our left shin, coming into what we call firelock pose. So it's a similar stretch to pigeon. Sometimes people find this better. Sometimes people find it less helpful. It's just playing around with it. Inhale, looking up, and exhale, maybe walking your hands forward. And inhale and exhale. Slowly coming up. If you want an extra challenge, you can bring both of your palms to the side, to your left side, and you're going to slowly bring tuck the left toe under, and you're going to bring your right foot into your right tricep and slowly come into a grasshopper. This is just if you want one more arm balance challenge. Slowly you'll come back down and we reverse directions. So whichever leg you had on top last time will go on the bottom this time, obviously. Inhale, looking up, and exhale, walking your arms out. Feeling a stretch here. Slowly you'll come back up again. If you try on the other side, just try on this side as well, just to keep yourself balanced. So we're gonna come up. We're gonna bring our hands over to the right side. We're gonna come to tuck the toes under the right side. And this time you're gonna bring your left, let's bring that up higher, your left foot into your left tricep and come into grasshopper. And slowly we'll come down. And we're gonna bring the soles of our feet together and knees apart. Inhale as you look up. And exhale, you're gonna bring your elbows into the inside of your knees. Maybe walking yourself so your heels are more towards your pelvic floor. And getting a deep stretch here in your groin. We're all at different points, so you might not be here. You might be further. But inhale again, look up, back bend. And exhale, folding forwards. Maybe walking those arms out. Maybe your toes, even though they're smelling, touch your third eye center. Feeling grounded. And then slowly we'll come up. And then we're going to come to lie down on our backs. And we're going to windshield wiper our knees from side to side until you windshield wiper them over to the right side. So it's a gentle spinal twist. So you have the option to put knees on top of knees. You can bring your left knee over and gaze over, whatever feels good for you. Trying to keep that left shoulder down. So mine's coming up a little bit, so I'm going to try to keep it down. Slowly bringing your knees into your chest, rocking from side to side. As you bring it over to the left side now, you did so on the right, bringing the right leg over the left, and gazing over your right shoulder. And then slowly, we'll hug our knees into our chest, and maybe we'll come into a happy baby pose, taking the outside of our feet, and rocking from side to side, bringing your knees into your armpits. Give yourself a nice spinal massage. Congratulating yourself on making it to your mat today. And then hugging your knees into your chest here. One more final squeeze before you slowly descend into your Shavasana. So option to put your legs straight out in front. Your heels should be more than hips width apart. Arms by your side, palms facing up. For some people, this might hurt your lower back. You can always bring your feet down and just come into your knees being bent. You can bring the soles of your feet together and knees apart. If you want to feel your belly rising and falling and your heartbeat. Taking one hand to the belly, one hand to the heart. And then slowly, please, if you have the time, taking the extra time to lie in this restorative pose. So I know it's called corpse pose or shavasana, but we will come back to life after this corpse pose, so it's probably not the best use of terms. So I'm gonna leave here and be silent now. I welcome you to join me at any time. Um, Thank you so much